Hey, hobby friends. Welcome to another Tuesday night edition of Hobby Hotline Overtime. This is Hobby Hotline episode number 201. And I'm King NASCAR, aka Logan Ward. And I'm here along with my buddy, cousin Tony. I think Mike Moynihan hopefully will join later. So, hey, Tony, how's it going, man?
Good, good. How about yourself? I'm happy to be here. Let's see if so we're on the other side of the episode that I got all the shine 200. So we start the second half now.
Yeah, we're in the we're past the bicentennial edition, so here we are. Uh,
Perfect.
I'm doing good. There's a lot going on right now, especially with the World Cup. So I'm kind of curious. Do you collect World Cup? Do you even watch World Cup?
I don't collect it, but I am as all in as I can be. Other than I'm not waking up at 5 a.m. to watch some of the matches, but everything else from 8 o'clock on, I'm kind of paying attention to it. This is one of those deals where I'm not a big soccer fan at all. The only time I ever catch it is during the NFL season when I'm waiting for the game to start and like the Premier League is on in the morning. I'll just put it on, but I don't know anything about. Obviously I know some of the stars, you hear them, but yeah, no World Cup though. When it's like world action like that, anything Olympics or stuff like that, I tend to get wrapped into it. So pretty excited to see where United States is supposedly has a little some expectations this year, so we'll see. And they have a big match on Friday that I will be watching. So I'm watching.
Yeah, I'm watching just a little bit. I'm kind of like one of those guys that watches the World Series at the end of the season, watch the playoffs. I don't watch a whole lot of games during the year, but I do watch the World Series, things like that. So that's kind of my take on it. Uh, you know, it's not that I'm not a soccer fan. It's just, that I'm already wrapped up in NASCAR and all the other things that I do that I just really, it's kind of hard for me to find time to, to
Hmm.
watch other things, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, with soccer in general too, the thing I struggle with is that there's so many leagues and their guys are playing all over the place, all over the world. Where if it's just baseball, I know it's MLB for the most part, and basketball and football and stuff like that. But with soccer, guys are playing all over the place, and I never know who's playing where, and you have to have 3 or 4 different channel subscriptions to watch them all. So it gets pretty involved.
Yeah, it does. And I'm like you. I don't keep up with all the different leagues. I know that the U.S. league seems to be probably one of the lesser favorite leagues in the world.
Yeah,
But like I said, I'm just a fair weather fan at best.
yeah, yeah. Same here. So definitely not. If you're looking for any expertise or breakdowns, today's not. That's not the show today.
Well, we got some folks in the chat. Uh, There's Eddie's cardboard. Hey, Eddie, how's it going? Um, we've got Paige and Denabin. Hello. And Mike Petty says, no, soccer puts him to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Maybe if you want to catch a good nap, then watch it. But the World Cup does, like I said, it does hold my attention for the most part. I mean, I'm not watching it like kind of watching it in passing, looking up and down. But as the matches progress, I'll definitely be paying a lot more attention.
Yeah, when it gets closer to the finals. Yeah, I've actually got a game on right now. I know it's a rerun, so I don't know what happened, but it looks like it's Mexico and Poland right now.
Gotcha. Yeah,
But look,
those are like the Mexico team is usually a pretty big time powerhouse. But again, fair weather fan, so I could be totally wrong.
yeah, and it looks like the stands are kind of half full there for this game. I don't know, maybe it's not as popular of a game, but I think the Saudi Arabia Argentina game, there was a lot of folks there, man. That place was packed for that one.
Yeah, yeah. With Argentina being a big world power in soccer, and then Saudi Arabia being next door to Qatar, that had the makings for all of it. And now you had probably one of the biggest upsets in sports history. So that was pretty cool to see that.
Yeah, no doubt. So here we've got another comment from Mike Petty. Kyle Rowe Jr. was quite the player. You know what? Where I live here in Memphis, he used to be the coach at one of the colleges here in Memphis. I think it was Southwestern College. He was the coach, if I remember correctly. So there's a little connection right there. That's pretty cool.
There you go.
I remember him being in they had a soccer set in Wonder Bread back in the 70s, and he was in that set. So I do remember. I do remember that. I had forgot about Cairo Jr. 3B. Hey man, what's going on? Good evening, guys. Chris Harris. Uh-oh. Nobody wants to go to Qatar.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't want to go there. They, that I don't even know if I want to even get into that right now with all the things that have been going on there with how they've treated the workers building stadiums and how they treat their people and things. It's not, to me, it's just doesn't look like a place I want to be.
yeah, it's very strange how that all kind of went down, and just I mean that the whole FIFA thing and all that stuff. There's yeah, we can do a a 2 or 3 hour show just on that. But yeah, that's a
Oh
whole
yeah.
nother thing. Yeah, but
Oh, looks like we have a caller here. We will add him to our stream real quick. As I click, there it goes. Hey, Danny.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Welcome to the show.
good evening.
Thank you. I heard you talking about a little bit of fun. Want to come say hi?
Yeah, we appreciate you, man. So,
Yeah.
what'd you think about the Argentina Saudi Arabia game today?
All I could see was at the end of the match, Messi's face looked like he just, was dumbfounded. I mean, just totally like couldn't get words. He couldn't even shake hands at the end of the match. I mean, just totally, in disbelief. And that's, I think that said it all. Just a picture of his face.
Now they can still advance, correct? Even though they lost, they still
So
have a
there's
chance.
four. Yeah, there's four teams in the group. They all play each other. Top two advance, and then the goal differential. There's usually a tie
Okay.
somewhere. And same thing for the U.S. They tied their first match, but they play England on Friday. So
Gotcha.
it's
Yeah.
interesting for over Thanksgiving weekend. We'll be playing the country we've left.
So, I have a question, and maybe you can answer this. So, in each bracket, do all the teams play each other, or how does that work, or do you know?
Yes, it's a round robin. So you get those three matches, and then you move on, and then there's no more group play, and then it becomes elimination.
Gotcha. Now
And
for
for people who like vintage soccer,
Oh wow!
we got a George Best, and somebody can correct me on the quote, but one of the great quotes in all sports history. I spent a lot of money on booze, cars, and women. The rest of it I wasted.
I have never heard that quote before. I am going to remember that one. That's awesome.
So that's a good reason to be a George Best fan, and there's a great documentary on him. So
wow,
I've got to go check that out. That's really funny. I like that.
that's wild. So Danny, for Argentina, do you think that's kind of like the equivalent of like the champ getting knocked down in the first round and he gets back up and just runs through the rest of the fight, or are they kind of like, is this is like Messi's, this is it for him, right? So is it
yeah,
kind of the beginning of the end, or
I can't imagine he plays in 4 more years. I mean,
yeah,
Ronaldo, he's some sort of like weird machine. Maybe he plays one more, but I think it's kind of the turning of the generations. It seems like there's a lot of good young talent all over the world.
Gotcha. That comment there about the offsides too is so true. So I watched the replay of Argentina, and they had about 3 or 4 goals that were disallowed because of offsides, and they just kept continually doing that. And I guess there is a trick that you can do defensively to make those guys go offside. So I mean, kudos to Saudi Arabia for picking up on that.
Yeah. I've never understood the offsides rule. Even when I played soccer when I was a kid, I still never completely understood how that worked.
Yeah, I mean it's basically no cherry picking is what we used to call it. You gotta be on the other side of the defender if you don't have the ball. You can't be behind the last defender, but it's done strategically to cause a penalty. I call it it's the soccer version of pass interference.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, that definitely seems kind of cheap.
We've got a lot of folks in the chat. There's JK. What's he saying? He's saying soccer is the most corrupt sport on earth. People bitch about Manfred and Goodell. Ha.
Well, That's why it gets no love here in the States, I guess. So
Uh-oh. Somebody's glad you're here, Danny. Danny in the live stream.
Page. Um,
That's funny.
There are some soccer fans.
Yeah, that's wild.
JK with explaining the offsides for everybody.
Yeah, that's wild. Sheesh. Yeah, what the heck? I didn't know there was all this. We were gonna have to dig so deep into the soccer world here.
Well, one of the nice things is, as a sports fan, 5 a.m. is the first match.
Yeah.
If you're on the East Coast, 5 a.m. And if you've got kids, other than the British Open, like I get like 4 days a year where I get to wake up that early to live sports. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm on the other side of it though. It's kind of a bummer where there's nothing on live at night. So I mean, I like the day games and that's cool, but I'm like now when I'm winding down, I turn it on and I don't like watching replays, which I did watch it today just because I wanted to see what, but it's not the same when I already know what happened. It's not the same. So, but it is what it is. 5 a.m.
Yeah, it's just like any other sport for me too. If I find out who won or who, whatever happens, like it's just not the same when you watch it.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Especially when you're talking about so few goals,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, you wait an hour and a half for, and there may not be a score.
Yep. Yeah. That's what with the ties. That to me is such a drag. I'm like, ugh. Like,
Yeah.
it seems like, but
it's like kissing your sister, as they say.
yeah, it's like
My sister's lovely.
There you go. So with soccer, guys, which do you like better from the collecting aspect? Stickers or cards? Both? I mean, we have stickers for all kinds of other sports too, besides soccer, because I have stickers even with what I collect in NASCAR. So, how do you guys feel about the stickers versus the cards?
Yeah, I would lean to the cards. That's just because I collect cards, but I know it seems that the true soccer collector, the big thing is the stickers. Those seem to be where the rookie cards come from. I could be wrong, but I mean what's considered their rookie is usually a sticker. So I mean I get it. It's pretty cool to put the book together. So there you go.
So there's two different stickers: an Mbappe gold rookie and Frankie de Jong.
Nice.
But I do mostly cards. The stickers to me are just kind of a cool thing for soccer, but I prefer the cards still.
Well, the thing about the stickers, of course, is when these kids collect these stickers, especially the ones back in the 60s, 70s, even probably the 80s, they used them for what they were intended to be. They stuck them in albums. If they had doubles, they stuck them on their locker at school or on their books or whatever. So that made it really hard, or it makes it really hard these days, especially to find good stickers from that era.
Oh, and that's why the vintage stickers and the Maradona rookies and the Pele's, I mean, those are worth a fortune now.
Mm-hmm. Same thing with, there's a lot of F1 stickers too. So I've kind of dabbled in the F1, and it's the same thing with those too. I mean, those are just extremely hard to find. And in fact, I even like cycling. So, Panini did a lot of cycling stickers, back then as well, like Eddie Merckx and, cyclists like that. His rookie sticker is really hard to find in good shape. I mean, it's nearly impossible.
Yeah, I think until 60 Minutes talked about it, not a lot of people really were familiar with the Panini stickers in Europe.
Wow. Well, the kids over there are, but we're not here.
Well, that's what I meant. Yeah, I think most people here only know Panini America.
So do you think we see an uptick now, or is it just maybe a quick flash in the pan? Or
I think we'll see an uptick because of World Cup. Like everything else, it'll probably, the interest will wane after that, and it'll probably level out a little bit. But I think right now you're probably going to see a pretty big interest.
Yeah.
I think the World Cup, I think right now anything with a soccer ball is hot right now.
Gotcha.
So with the World Cup, are you guys adding any soccer cards to your collection right now? Danny, I think you are.
I'm buying and selling only because I also love soccer. I mean, I genuinely love watching it and being a fan. So for me, sometimes it's getting players that I like better. And if I happen to have somebody that, other people want, I can improve my personal collection.
Gotcha. Not
Yeah.
me. It's not even. Nope. That's an
I,
easy
I,
one.
See, but now you can go out and
Or
get a
maybe
George Best card just for the quote.
that. Yeah. Maybe we'll have to talk about that. But yeah, no, definitely not.
I mean,
No.
I'm adding a lot of the U.S. women, Trinity Rodman, Sophia Smith, trying to get a Mallory Pugh rookie. So, for those of you who don't know, the U.S. women's team is the most dominant team in the world, unlike the men's team. So, their World Cup is actually in July. So, it's almost a good time to, you know, I'll watch any soccer, but it's a good time to buy some of those young players who are already prices going up like crazy. And if you don't know Trinity Rodman, it's Dennis Rodman's daughter.
Oh,
Gotcha.
amazing.
So
How's
she's a
that?
player.
She's a stud young player.
Nice.
Yeah,
Keep
really
that in
cool.
mind.
Well, I've got one card that I bought here recently. I'll show it real quick. If it pops up, there it is. It's the Red Hot Nikki Butt. that's that's a card that I have in my sophomoric slabs collection on PSA. Any cards with funny names and things like that. So that's a card I do have in my collection right now. So we'll get rid of that.
That's awesome.
That's pretty ballsy of you.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I think I've got a Pele card, but it's like Allen and Ginter Pele card somewhere around here.
Well, there's always stiff competition for that too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there is for Pele.
Yeah.
Now his rookie cards, that's one thing that's really they're hard to find and they've become very expensive. Is Pele's rookie cards?
Oh yeah, I mean, if you're talking about an all-time list of players to have across all sports, I mean, he's on that Mount Rushmore.
Yeah,
And
he's definitely a soccer goat for sure.
I mean, there it is.
Oh, is that the one to get?
I mean, sure, right after my mantle, and
Gotcha.
yeah.
right after your PSA 9 33 Gowdy Ruth.
Oh, all four, absolutely, sure.
Yeah, why not?
That's perfect. So
But it looks like
Oh,
John does not like Manchester United. He's not a fan.
Well, the Glazer family sounds like they might be selling it, so that would be interesting.
The Glazer family. Now, who are they? Are they?
They're the ones that own the Tampa Bay Bucks. And they
Oh,
bought Manchester United, which is equal to like buying the Yankees years ago, and has not been a good relationship with their fans. So it looks like they might finally be moving on.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people happy about that.
is that the one LeBron was in as well, or doesn't he have some kind of? I forget. I thought he was in some kind of
He's
soccer.
got 2%, I think, of about everything in the world right now.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's about his portfolio.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of remember hearing that he was kind of in one of the groups. So
Yeah, no, I know the Glazer family is the majority. I don't know who the minorities
gotcha.
are.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, Chris says that the same people who complain about soccer being boring probably sat through the 18-inning Mariners Astros playoff game that ended one zip.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks like we have Texas Card Dude is in the house. Hashtag skid marks. How's it going, Brad?
Bradley, what's up, dude?
Yeah, that vendor loss set, and I may be mispronouncing that. Yeah, there's a Muhammad Ali in that set as well. There's also a Mario Andretti, which I have. That's a pretty cool set.
I mean, yeah, I mean, talk about stars and rookies of Mount Rushmore across sports.
Yeah, Mario Andretti definitely is for sure.
There we go.
So,
there it is. Okay. Yeah, I knew he was kind of in somewhere
So,
with
Tony, the thing is, LeBron's in the Fenway Sports Group, which owns Liverpool.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I wanted to answer your question.
Yeah. So we've established you can read tonight, so that's good.
It's definitely up in the air.
Yeah, well, I mean, but that's good.
Yeah, the Fenway Sports also owns, or they're part ownership
That,
in a NASCAR team, believe it or not.
well, you know who that is. That's the Red Sox the ownership group. It's the York. I think it's not the York family anymore. I forget who it is. It's the Red Sox ownership. That's why it's Fenway Sports.
Yep, gotcha.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
they've got a
somebody in the
couple
chat can
bucks.
give me the name.
So
Yeah.
Brad's asking, did we see the 60 Minutes thing they had on Panini stickers? No, I did not see that. When was that? Was that this past Sunday?
Yes.
Oh man, I hate I missed that.
And it was completely about the Italian side of the company and the
Yeah.
European side, and they had some amazing super collectors, and exactly what you were talking about, Logan, actually using the stickers, or Tony, whoever made the point, actually putting them in the books and talking about how that craze started.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's a Mike Tyson one that I want to that thing goes for a pretty penny in one day. But
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, and
yeah.
I know a guy that has a PSA 10 in that, and he loves. That's one of his favorite cards / stickers.
Wow. Yeah, that's a big boy.
Yeah, that's definitely a big boy. He's got several. He's got, I think, one PSA 10, several nines. So he was buying those things long before it became popular, and so
Like,
he's done very well.
good
Do
for
you
him.
guys mind if I show a couple cards that I got recently?
Go for it, man.
It's like a hobby show here. So, this is actually the Trinity Rodman.
Okay.
And for those of you who know, this is the foil version, which is the more limited.
So her hair's not green, right?
No, in fact, she is like unbelievably normal, which is really weird. And this is Sophia Smith, who's the other young star on the women's team. And then on the men's team, where did it go?
So the women's, is that next year then, or is that
July. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And actually, here's my Trinity Rodman auto. This is my wife pulled this out of a $20 hanger box that we got for fun just to mess around one night. This is like a $700 card.
Awesome.
Man, that's incredible.
Yes.
Plus, she knows how to write her name too, so that's even a bonus.
I mean, it's actually a nice signature. And the last one I'll show off for the Dest fans, fullback for US auto. And I got a 10, and I got a 10-10. One of the few subs I've ever actually 10-10'd on.
Oh wow, 10 auto, 10 card.
Yep. I never have any luck. I might as well just send it under another name. If they see my name, I get knocked down just on it.
It's that Danny guy. Let's give him all nines.
Yeah. I would take a 9, Logan. Yes, I'm practicing for Whatnot. Yes, my Whatnot show. My second one's coming out, and my next sale will be my first sale. So we're looking forward to
it. Perfect. Hey, Danny, I want to say, well, I mean, this is part of the later segment, but so kudos to you on the helping me out with that Clemente patch auction.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I ended up not bidding on that thing. Just real quick story. There was a Clemente memorial patch from '73, and I asked Danny. I was first time bidding on the auction, and there was just some questions I had, and it didn't. Things didn't jive too well. So thank you for helping a newbie out. So it's good when it happens.
And you know what? Let's talk about in general, because that was probably a good lesson. If you're looking at anything in an auction, don't make any assumptions. Read all the details. If they have information to share, they will brag about it. If it's not there, that's probably a good red flag, and you caught that flag. So cheers to you for catching it.
Yeah, man. Yep. So one day. But yeah, the Tyson sticker, I don't know, it has full ears, full corners, everything is there. So
yeah, it hadn't been chewed on. Now, if one did get chewed on, I guess that would probably be like maybe a PSA 1. It's not
Yeah,
1.5.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, but yeah, Page. I did not play for Memory 21, but I am familiar with that. That's baseball stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So I was thinking, since we've got Black Friday coming up here soon, um, is there anything that you guys are looking at, on Black Friday? I mean, are there any deals out there, whether it's on like Dave and Adams or Blowout or something that you're looking for on eBay or something that you guys are trying to get?
Yeah, I've nothing on like any websites. It's like David Adams stuff like that. But there is an auction that ends on Black Friday that I'm monitoring. So hoping that everybody falls asleep or still asleep from eating too much turkey or watching the game. And that's one thing where like I think like Thanksgiving night or day and Black Friday eBay auctions there's probably going to be bargains to be had, but definitely looking at an auction that's set to end on Friday. So we'll see.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. I think that's when I scheduled my whatnot. Thanks, Tony.
Good job, Danny. You need a new agent. We need to talk.
I need you and Logan to take over my business. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah. Those Tuesday 3 a.m. streams are not working out, right?
You know what? Everybody keeps telling me to go to OnlyFans. I just don't get it.
Hey, whatever works.
Yeah. What about you, Danny? Is there anything you're looking to get on Black Friday, or you just kind of?
Actually, this is how nerdy I am. I am actually looking for. There are some sales on some supplies, so I am stocking up on the sleeves for the graded cards. I am stocking up on sleeves for magnet one touches and sleeves for top loaders. So those are actually my Black Friday purchases.
So are those still constrained, or are they easier to get now? Or
They're super easy to get. And I just, you guys know how it is. We go through so many supplies, every so often I feel like, gosh, if I save $1, I just feel better about it. Just shipping so many things out and just, taking them in and out.
Yeah, that's a good move there. 'Cause I just bought a whole bunch for the one touches, and now I'm like, crap. I probably should have waited a couple days and.
Actually, can I give you a compliment?
Sure.
One of the best package card shipments ever from anybody I've ever bought. Whatever you promote yourself or you want to sell, there is not a better card packer shipper anywhere.
Thanks. Yeah, I tried. I didn't want that thing to be even remotely scratched or touched or anything. So, yeah.
yeah, I'll have to trade you a Kevin Harvick card or something, man. We'll have to make a trade so I can see how well you pack.
For sure.
Logan, let
Make
me
it
tell you,
happen.
the card wasn't as nice as the packing.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It only goes downhill from it
Right.
starts really cool and then goes downhill from there. So I like to set the bar high and then just totally screw it up.
So you were trading some GI Joe cards? Is that what it was?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I know that I'm actually Val and I both are looking at some deals on Blowout that we're thinking about buying. I mean, it's for us NASCAR guys, we're pretty cheap, so for us to spend the kind of money we're talking about would be a big deal for us. So, but there are some things I'm looking at on Blowout that I may get. We'll see what happens with Black Friday.
Nice. Well, good luck.
Yeah, but my biggest problem is my heater went out yesterday, and now I've got to get a whole new unit, and that's going to end up being a lot of money that I just found out about.
Now, are you buying pre-releases or are you buying stuff that's already out, Logan?
I'm going to be buying something that's been out several years now. It's a case. I'm looking at buying a case. It's going to be a longer term hold for me, and I don't usually do things like that. That's usually not my style, but for this particular product, it's a good price. It's the best price we've seen in a long time, and it just almost makes sense. Not it would make. I just got to get it. I'll just say that I got to get it.
I definitely understand the need to do that as somebody who swears never to open packs of cards. I can't help myself, and the Bowman release is coming up, and yeah, I will be like a junkie cracking that open for prospects.
So Brad says that the national tickets, VIP tickets, go on sale on Black Friday, and I think I remember seeing something about that somewhere.
Yep.
So that to me that seems early because they usually don't sell those until after the first of the year. I thought, maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know about you guys. I'm still getting over the last one.
Me too. I'm in long COVID, by the way, and I got COVID that Sunday that we left from the national.
Ouch.
Yeah. So I'm still dealing with that. You know, it's all the same symptoms. You guys know what it is. So it's not any fun.
Huh.
Tony, have you recovered from your 360 crash? I've never seen somebody, walk on a stage and run around a room so fast.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna be able to ever top that. The first national was definitely an experience. You walk in and you walk right onto the stage with yourself and Mr. John Newman. So I don't think we're ever gonna be able to top that. So I might not even have to go to any more nationals. It's just not like I said. I like to set the bar high and then just. So, yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to top that.
So Brad thinks I'm going to spend tens of dollars. Guess what? He's right. That's a big deal for me.
Right?
Spending tens of dollars.
Hey, roll those coins.
I will be. I've got a lot of change I need to take over to the Coinstar.
Hey, nothing wrong. I love Coinstar.
Somebody wants to know who that cutie is next to me. I guess that's you, Danny. Are you a cutie?
I think I was at one time. I think they might be talking about the thing on your lap, and that's definitely not me.
Oh, this one right here.
There you go.
Yeah, this is Bella. She is the official Boston Terrier of Hobby Hotline.
That's awesome.
She's a good little girl.
Oh,
so next thing I was thinking about, and this is kind of related to eBay, and this happened to me today. Let me see if I find what I had put down. Yeah, here we go. The eBay payment notifications. Here recently, I buy a lot of stuff off eBay. I don't sell anything on eBay, but I do buy a lot. But I've had several sellers, and I say several, like 3 in the last few weeks. As soon as I buy something, I'm getting one of these payment notifications that says, "Hey, you need to pay this thing now." It's like, wait a second, I just bought this thing. I mean, I don't know what the deal is. I mean, have you guys experienced anything like that? And why do you think the sellers are doing things like that?
Yeah, I haven't yet. I tend to always pay like right away. We talked about it before we got on the air. The other night, an auction finished and it was just late. I was exhausted from just watching the countdown and hoping I didn't get sniped. So, and I didn't pay right away. The next morning, I woke up like, oh crap, I forgot to pay that guy. So, but I think it's maybe just people either holidays are coming up, so people do need money. Or they're trying to sell to maybe buy that next bargain that they see or something like that. Or maybe somebody's trying to run up comps. I don't know, but there's definitely it could be a combination of all that stuff. But probably more so just people just really needing money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. To me, it just seems to be. I mean, maybe annoying is a little bit too harsh of a word to say, but it's like I'm going to pay for it. I don't think I've ever had an auction where I've never reneged on any kind of bid at all. But I know that's rampant in the hobby right now. There's a lot of people, that they'll say, "Hey, my toilet handle accidentally touched the bid button on my cell phone, and I bid on a card, but I don't want it." So that you get all these weird excuses for people that don't want to buy something, especially the people that are prospecting, and all of a sudden a player has a bad game and they just bought a card of that player and they go, "Oh, I better back out of this deal. So I know a lot of that's happening now. It's pretty rampant throughout the eBay part of the hobby.
Well, they were supposed to try to tighten that up, and it's still happening. It happened to me. So somebody bought something and just decided to back out, and I basically had no recourse as a seller. So that product, worse than that, the product came off the market because it's not available for sale for that whole time.
Right.
And I think Logan's right. I mean, you don't send that message immediately, but they what is it, the 3-4 days to pay. I think heading into that home stretch, it's definitely allowed to send that or come day 3.
Yeah. Danny, I mean, you're a whatnot guy now, so those things are automatic, correct? Like if you win or you bid or something,
Yeah.
don't they just automatically get charged? Or
Not only are they automatic, it will tell the seller immediately if the card or PayPal gets declined.
okay,
and everything gets processed through Whatnot. And it's actually slightly less than eBay fees to give you an idea.
so it's strange that the biggest market for cards doesn't have that type of thing going on. Maybe to help, stop these kind of notifications and help the guy who is desperate for his money, or it's going right through, and you're good to go, and and the other way, you don't have to chase people for it. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's an excellent point. I mean, I will say the Whatnot experience for me, this was very much an experiential endeavor for me. I don't think Whatnot's going to make me rich, but I wanted to try out something that's clearly such a large part of the hobby. The idea of having kind of a personal store that people come into that you can talk to and show product, I've been very honest. I really enjoyed that aspect to it versus the eBay model, where if I was excited to talk about this card, I can talk about the autograph and Trinity, and people can type in questions.
Yeah.
And so I thoroughly enjoyed that part of it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you get to use that sunshine personality of yours as opposed to just being a picture of a card up there.
Dude, I made not one sale, so I think that's all you need to know.
I hate to hear that, man.
Yeah, I think they go by amount of hair. I think the more hair you have, the more you sell.
You just got to show your hands. That's all. Just make sure you have a nice manicure, and you're showing too much. There you go.
Well, do they allow you to take your shirt off on Whatnot?
You know what? I will be very proud to say I am not a breaker, and I do not get undressed on camera at this point in my life. So yeah, you will not find that on my channel.
So talk to me a little bit about Whatnot real quick. So you held up that Rodman card just a second ago. Mm-hmm. So if you're on there and is it like, hey, I've got this Rodman card, the price is this. How do they know how to buy that from you? How does that work?
So first of all, I've only done one show ever. I was not a Whatnot buyer, but I did this to learn it. So it's like literally having a physical store. Somebody comes in, you can have your inventory already entered, but you can present cards in any order you want. You can put the prices on the screen, and you can do a 30-second auction. You can do a buy it now. You can do it basically whatever you want. Wow, man, Brad's winning at dinner.
That's great.
Yeah, checking out some of the comments here. There's Bean's ball card blog. That's my buddy Ken. Hey Ken, what's going on? Brad says, "What's up, Ken?" Here's we got Val on here too. Hey Val, what's going on? And looks like Ken has been collecting for 35 years, and he has been on Whatnot 0 times, and that's the amount of times I have been on Whatnot is 0 times.
I can say up until recently I was in that group as well.
I mean, nothing against Whatnot. It's just something I have not explored or tried to do, or try to see how you buy off of that. The concept to me, it just seems, it's. I don't know what the word is. Maybe I'm a little vague on it. I don't know exactly because I just don't know how it works. Maybe that's why I'm not on it. And I guess Danny, you're figuring that out right now yourself.
That's literally why I did it, Logan. I really don't want to, I want to try to stay in touch as much as I can. Not everything I'm going to try is going to be something I like. Not everything I try is going to be something I use. But I do try as many things as I can, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of
I can tell
avenues
you.
out there for selling now. So,
Yeah.
why not take advantage of it?
Was that a pun intended?
Funny. Yeah.
Yes.
That's funny. I've been on it. I've seen it, and it's basically like a if the guys that are quote unquote good at it, they make it a real big FOMO fest where they're just hyping up whatever card it is, and they're getting the room like really excited, and all of a sudden you get people bidding, and it's almost like like a carnival barker type thing, and there's music going, there's all kinds of, it's like being
Well,
in at a casino or something like that,
I
and they get
do
all
find that
excited.
the breakers are different than the individual sales.
Yeah, that's I should say on a breaking side, like they're getting like, oh, this, that, and the other thing. Before you know it, some poor guy's bought 5, 6 boxes and he's completely lost. So there
So
you go.
here, Logan. So this is tonight's schedule for racing. If you want to enter at 10 p.m., you can buy NASCAR singles in that store.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you literally like going to the mall, you pick a store, they can open anytime they want, and you can shop and leave and do whatever you want.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, I
just
know they had a big display at the National. They had a lot going on there.
they were
Yeah.
very loud there. That was not that was I think more the breaker side of it. That wasn't the thing that turned me on. Yeah.
Yeah. So but, well, hopefully if you ever do it again, you sell millions and millions. So.
Did I nail down why I didn't sell anything? Yeah, I think nobody bought it. No, it was
That's why you didn't sell, because nobody bought
well,
anything.
to be fair, I will have to build a following like anything else. Nobody really knew that the store was open, and so you build that up over time. So we're gonna try this for a little bit, and well, it's a life experience.
Good.
Yeah, there's so many different places too. Like, you got My Slabs and other things like that. I haven't bought. I've looked at that before, but I have not bought anything off of My Slabs yet. And I think it sounds to me like it's a good alternative to eBay. I think the commission rates that they charge are like what, 1% or something like that. It's very inexpensive to list things there.
Well, I know people who love My Slabs, and I love the layout. I love the format. I don't know about other people. I have not had as many buyers, I think, as unfortunately, other formats. Um, but I think they have something there. I hope they make it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. A live card show. That's exactly what it is.
The live
Yeah.
card show. Wow.
Yep.
Brad's want me to throw up a link, but I'm trying to get to a link right now. So I'll try to put a link up here in a minute while I'm working on some other stuff. Let's see. Yeah, we talked about that. Let's see what Mike Petty got to say. What's a whatnot? Is it for dummies, imbeciles, or whatnot? I don't know. It's I don't know if it's for me or not.
Yeah, I mean, I fit most of those categories, so I'm not sure.
Yep, and there it is. Yep, eBay definitely has all the traffic.
Well,
They sure do.
and that's kind of the My Slabs challenge.
Yeah. Yep, I'm not sure how they make hay, but yeah.
Well, yeah, and it's only going to get more because with the vaulting, they're going to be lowering fees if you put it in the vault, so it's going to get very competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that vault though, are they charging to put things in the vault, or is it just when you take things out of the vault is when they charge?
I don't think you can take things out of the vault yet on eBay.
Oh, so if it's in there, it's like in there, and you just have to sell it, and it goes to somebody else.
They're eventually going to have the withdrawal. I think they're just almost in like beta vault.
Oh wow, that sounds kind of hokey to me. I don't think I want to deal with any vaults.
Well,
I was gonna
yeah.
ask you guys, how do you guys feel about vaults like that,
Well,
where you don't even see the card? How do you even know the card exists? I mean, like, yeah,
that's a good point. I mean, you guys got to realize I collect NASCAR, so what's going to go in the vault?
no, it could be.
I mean,
Well, actually, there's a lot of good stuff that would go in the vault, but I have
you
no
could just put
inkling.
Jeff Gordon in.
Huh?
You could just put Jeff Gordon in.
I could,
Just pick him up and move him in.
Yeah.
but yeah, I just don't have any reason to put anything in a vault. I'm a touchy feely guy. I want to have my stuff in hand. I want to be able to touch it, look at it, feel it, know that it's with me. I feel secure with it when it's with me. So, but
Yeah.
I know everybody's pushing vaults. I know Beckett's got one, PSA's got one. Of course, eBay's got one. I think Golden's got one, which is probably the same vault that PSA uses. So it's become a big thing right now. But I guess it makes sense from a tax perspective because I forget is it Delaware where these vaults are located now because of the taxes or something?
Yeah, or Oregon and Delaware for the same reason. Yeah.
Or Delaware. Okay.
Yeah. But it looks like we've got a VIP question coming in.
I actually do have a NASCAR collection. I don't have it. I have a whopping one card. So for that, Mr. Smarty Pants, Mr. People's Mailman, I actually do have one. I just it's in the vault.
It's in the vault.
Yeah, it's in the vault. It's a Kevin Harvick card, and it's in the vault. So it's in cousin Tony's vault. So yeah.
Well, I've got a link here. I think this link will work. Let me see if I can throw this link up, and if people want to go to that link, let me put it so I can put it in the chat. That you guys can call in.
Looks like we have a caller.
We do have a caller. Oh wow! Stand by. Bradley.
Skid marks.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. I saw Tony on here, so I just absolutely had to jump on because I just just cuz I got to jump on, man. And then Danny's on here, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, there's skid marks. I mean, I had to. I couldn't miss it. I couldn't miss it. It's like Mike Tyson in an ear. You couldn't miss it. I mean, come on.
Can I share some behind the scenes stuff?
Go for it.
We all actually like each other and actually talk off screen. I think all of us have done that. So that's the hobby encapsulated right here. Look at this screen. Like, here's 4 people from all over the country who are sharing a love and a passion. And cheers to the hobby on this.
Yeah, where else can you have an Eagles fan and a Cowboys fan on the same screen and they not want to kill each other? And come on, or throw batteries at one another or something. I mean, come on.
I got a pocket full of snowballs for you too. I got
you snowballs right over here. No, man, I was talking to Danny for a little bit, and Danny's like, I gotta go by. I'm like, okay, well, what happened? So I got ready to eat some Chick-fil-A, hashtag Chick-fil-A, unofficial sponsor of Hobby Hotline.
Yeah, and the unofficial sweet tea as well.
So I was eating Chick-fil-A, and I thought, well, the wife's watching her program, so I'll throw on Hobby Hotline, and I went, oh, there's some kind of cool guys on here, so I might want to jump in and aggravate somebody.
What did you think of that song I sent you?
Go, that song was the bomb. It was the bomb. I loved it.
I'm going to put it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. So, Tony, been listening to your podcast. Been enjoying that big time, man. Been enjoying it big time, especially that intro that you guys have. Dude, I get stoked every single time I hear that. Makes me want to like go get in a Philly ring, fight Rocky Balboa or something most of the time, dude.
Yeah, that's kudos to Cousin Oz. He comes up with most of that stuff. I put it together, but he he's the brains behind the musical operation, and then we just make it happen, man. It's kind of nice. We do a little theme for every episode, and we actually, so when I'm done here, we're actually going to be recording episode 50, the end of season 1. So we'll see.
Big
We'll see what
five-0.
Cheers to that.
Appreciate it. We'll see what kind of music we come up with.
Cheers.
Thank you. It might be the Death March or something.
There
like
you go. The Imperial March. There you go.
that. We'll see.
No, I've been enjoying it. I've been, I've been quiet lately. I've been working like, a real job. I've been working 14, 15 hours a day. So I've got a nice little company prize here coming up in a month that I'll make sure that I share so that everybody knows what I'm working towards. Nice. I won a lease for a Tesla for a year, lease and insurance. So
wow.
I've been balling out, man. Instead of balling out on cards, I've been balling out on technology sales. So it's
good for you.
I only get like a half an hour a night on cards. So I've been,
that's not enough.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, even more inspiration. I'm giving the cousins just way too much. I get a bash on y'all a little bit, but I started going back and doing Fleer Ultra 1994, 1995 football inserts and recollecting those. Nice. And those are some freaking beautiful bong cards. I have been enjoying, and that's inspired by you two, because I don't remember what y'all were talking about something at one point, and I was on my way to Longview to a card show, and I'm like, let me see if they've got any, and doggone it if I didn't buy like 294s and 295s, and now I'm knee deep into this project. So I really appreciate you dragging me into this project.
That's awesome.
It's
well, that stuff's the stuff we grew up on, Oz and I. That's the junk wagon stuff, but it's like we've learned through collecting that. At first, well, for me, I can speak. I tried to, I wanted to buy the cars that are going to be worth millions and all that stuff, but I learned that you can't really go about it that way. It's not going to be fun. Mm-hmm. So once I got past that and I started buying stuff, I buy some stuff with investment, in the back of my mind, but then you buy stuff that's fun. And I mean, here's your buddy, Donovan McNabb. Just pick that up and Exquisite.
Oh man, why you got to show that card?
So, I know that. I know that's near and dear to your heart. But that to me, that's a fun card. And
people don't realize how vicious this actually is getting.
Don't make me go get my Emmitt Smith rookie cards, man, that I just bought.
hey guys, we've got a caller. Let me add him.
Oh, there's trouble right there.
Andrew.
Hey guys.
What's going on?
Benny wanted to just come in and say hi real quick.
We're glad you're here.
He wanted to say hi. I just wanted to pop in and show the Great Dane mascot.
That is a good-looking puppy dog right there, brother. That is a
Great Dane of Hobby Hotline.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, you have the what is it? Bella's the mascot for what breed?
The Boston Terrier.
Yeah, Boston Terrier. So he's the Great Dane.
Official Great Dane. That's cool. So what kind of hobby stuff are you doing tonight?
I was actually looking at a lot of the 2014 Prism stuff today for soccer. I was trying to figure out like which guys are still playing and looking at a stack of them. So that's what I was kind of doing today. I was just looking at Prism cards and getting some stuff ready for the holidays for some Secret Santa stuff.
Nice.
Herman's running some Secret Santa missions, so doing some of that as well.
That's cool, man. So what's the big card in 2014 Prism?
The Neiman Jr., I believe, and the Messi, because it's the first Prism.
Oh, I can imagine that card is some kind of card.
So with Messi doing what he did today, does that hurt or help?
That's a good question. I mean,
It's been
probably
coming.
doesn't help.
It's not expect. It's not. It's not unexpected. It's been dogging. Speaking of, it's been dogging cat fighting. For a while. Was he going to make it through the entire contract? He finally did what he did to get himself out of it. But I don't know. It could be good. Could be bad.
Well, that upset from Saudi Arabia was probably the highlight of the entire World Cup. Nobody expected Saudi Arabia to beat Argentina, as far as I know.
Yeah.
No, that was huge, and even a non-soccer fan like me, I recognize that's a huge deal.
Yeah. So I was just thinking about that when I read that earlier. I do take like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and kind of stop down and read some sort of hard news or sports news or something, because I can't go all day long without it. There you go.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, there's some oil and water there for you.
He's trying to show you up, Tony.
Well,
Wow.
I would send
you gonna
Tony
let him get away with that?
No.
I would send Tony all my Eagles cards, but I burn all of them. So
Oh.
That's good stuff. You probably had to use them to heat Cowboy Stadium, because it's usually empty by.
There you go.
Oh, listen, guys.
There's no January games over there. I get it. That's cool. I mean, at least you're using them for good. That's cool.
It could be worse. It could be worse. It could be a
Well,
lot
hey
worse.
guys, I'm gonna pop off. I just wanted to have Benny come in and pop in and say hello real quick and show you the Great Dane mascot, a hobby hotline.
That's cool,
There you
man.
go.
We appreciate you.
All right, guys, take care.
All right, see you later. All right, fellas, I got one last thing before we go here.
32.
That's it. All right, so with Thanksgiving coming up, what are you guys thankful for in the hobby right now? Just kind of curious.
Go ahead, Brad.
Anybody?
For me, it's my hobby family, man. It's my hobby family. The people that I've met through content creation over the past 2 years, the generosity, the love, the care, the ups, the downs that we've all shared from one another, the infighting we do as brothers, the hugging it out we do as brothers, the beers that we have as brothers, the non-alcoholic beers we've had as brothers. It's I'm thankful for the camaraderie and the love of my hobby brethren. That's my number one.
Nice. Yeah, I can kind of echo the same thing. I'm new. The odds were all new, and we've been welcomed into the hobby hotline, man. No problem. You guys welcomed us in with open arms, and I know Oz will say the same. We both appreciate it. Definitely thankful. Mr. John Newman for bringing us on, and my man Danny Black too for helping me. He's been kind of like a little hobby big brother. So it's nice to lean on people, because like I said, there's a lot of stuff in the hobby I'm still learning on the fly. So it's nice to have this group of people that I can lean on, and if I have any questions, definitely help me out. So very, very appreciative for you guys.
All right, that's enough of everybody complimenting Danny. All right, his head's already big enough. He doesn't make any other.
So Danny, what are you thankful for, buddy?
I said it before. I mean, just the fact the four of us, can talk on here, talk offline, and have that camaraderie. I'll just, echo everything everybody else has said. But more importantly, the ability to learn from people who share your passion, and to be a sponge, and every single person I come across, they know something I don't. And that's a really cool thing to be able to enjoy that. And I really enjoy knowing less than a lot of people and getting to learn that. So thank you for everybody who teaches me, and thank you for everybody who's there just to be a friend.
Thank you for being a friend.
Yeah, I'm thankful for all you guys. I'm thankful for my hobby family, my content creating family. I'm especially thankful for Val. He's been a great friend of mine for a long time. You know, we met at the PSA Set Registry Luncheon in Cleveland at the National long time ago. So I'm really thankful for him. I'm thankful for uh, just everybody. My whole hobby family is it's just been great. I have great friends. It's like what Danny said. I learned so much from everybody. Dr. Beckett, he's been a great mentor for all of us. I know. I like your hat, Danny.
Nice.
Really? Wow.
This is my Thanksgiving.
Wow.
This is my Thanksgiving. We're heading outpost. Go ahead.
But yeah, I'm just thankful for all you guys. I love all you guys, and I appreciate all that you do. And just keep on collecting and keep on having fun.
I love my skid marks.
Yeah, hashtag skid marks.
Guys, thank you for letting me visit.
Thanks for
Thank
coming
you for
on.
letting me join the insanity.
Thanks for coming in, man. We appreciate that. Collector's Dream. They're thanks to all their YouTube family. And let's see, cousin Oz that thinks Emmitt Smith is overrated.
Oh wow. Wow. Shots fired. I mean, that's like saying the Eagles actually have a decent football team. Wow.
Tune in next week to the Cousins Collectibles podcast where we fry bread live on the air.
You know what? All I got to say is how many Super Bowl rings y'all have?
That's right. You guys are really good at living in the past. That's awesome.
It's getting deep in here now.
We are kids from the 80s and 90s, so that's where we live.
We need one dad joke. If you're gonna fry bread, I've always said he was a good egg.
Oh, that was so for Brody. That was awesome. So for Brody.
Yeah, I don't even know. Hopefully Brody's out there and he heard that.
Hopefully, well, no, hopefully he's at practice, hopefully, or doing homework, one or the other.
It's Thanksgiving break.
He needs to. Hey, all kids need to still be doing homework.
Probably
if I have to do homework,
he's probably going through cards. What are we kidding?
Well, that's true.
Sure.
So, I guess before we go, if you guys want to say where you can be found and how you can be reached, and we'll just go with that.
Hey, Bradley, go for it.
Wow, where can I be found? Because I've stopped. Like, let's see, Twitter at TX Card Dude, Instagram at Texas Card Dude, Facebook at TX Card Dude. Just type into at Texas Card Dude and Brad, and you'll find me.
Cool.
Nice.
Tony?
So you can find me at cousins_collectibles on Instagram, and Cousin Oz, the People's Mailman on Instagram. We have our podcast that comes out every Monday, the Cousins Collectibles podcast. And you can find me at your local Blockbuster rewinding VHS tapes of the last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl.
Well, I was about to say,
wow.
You could also find you in the world where the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl this year, but that ain't happening either. So
until then, I'll be rewinding tapes for everybody. So,
Danny?
You can usually find me anywhere where it's Sports Bolt, and as of today, launching Card Menches. If you don't know what a mensch is, look it up. But at Card Menches, John Newman and I are launching a new show.
Cool. Well, you can find me at King NASCAR on Twitter and Instagram, and you can also find me on NASCAR Radio with Val and Jason.
And at a Chick-fil-A near you.
And at a Chick-fil-A near you, getting some sweet tea.
That's right.
So thanks, guys, for a great show. I appreciate y'all coming on. And with that, I guess we are out of here. Check you guys later.
Peace.